This is my introduction to the game called was it like something uh, Battle Storm? Something with like thunder, or I don't know. Anyway, so uh, w- I play this game, and what do you do in this game? In this game, you don't go around planting bombs. You drive the vehicular machines. Uh, they are designed for combat. They have guns and faces. These faces interpret your emotion. Here is pure agony because this vehicle is small and only has uh, uh, two people in it. So if one of them dies, the other one becomes very sad and has to leave. So what is this game? You drive around in this in these uh, things. You uh, you play with your friends. That's the best way of playing with your friends, so you can have fun. And so you when you play with your friends, you avoid mental suffering, uh, agony. But you can also play alone and become antisocial. Uh, you can the most extreme thing is to play alone in higher tiers and suffer the modern combat, which is extremely difficult in this game in some cases. Uh, let's take this vehicle for example. It has like belts that go around. In that way, moves forward. So yeah, there's belts made of rubber and metal. You have there's your wheelman. He has a wheel and a pedal. So if he pedals, the vehicle moves forward. And here's the thing that turns around. What it does is turn around, and it allows the vehicle to be stationary while this thing turns around, and it has a pistol here that fires bigger bullets than most pistols uh, in that scale. And yes, I find this to be an amazing vehicle because over here you have a boombox that shoots out uh, things that fly, and they're like they have a type of explosive in them. When it flies over something, it explodes and throws confetti at the people and their vehicles. That does absolutely nothing most of the time. Then you have a camera mount, Pro Go camera mount that allows you to look around and take pictures in high fidelity 4K. Also, it has predator vision, so you can see your prey. Uh, it's very useful to see if your prey is hot and needs to ventilate. So you use the pistol to put holes in your prey, so they can ventilate and become cooler, like you. Uh, in the back, you have a door where people can go in. Uh, they can sit here and talk and have fun. They can play cards, and I guess it's also a ramp that comes down. So you can like put this ramp down and use it as uh, a stage for dancing or like stand-up comedy. That's also good. You have this you have those plates to make your vehicle look more flat on the side. So that's a good thing. You also have a tiny camera here. That's a good thing. It also has the properties and capabilities of this Broco mount here. So that makes it special in this game. That makes it a very special vehicle. It's a special vehicle in my heart. It's it's not uh, good or bad. It's decent. It's okay where it is right now. Yeah, it's you have those things here. These are like they shoot out um, they shoot out cans of energy drink. But this energy drink, when you open it up, it gets really fizzy and it fills the fizziness around you. So if it's really fizzy around you, the your friends and your not so good friends cannot see you. So if you're hot, they can't put holes in you. So that's helpful. Uh, you also have turning indicators. These are really good. Absolutely useless in this game, but they help you a lot if you're like driving around in the city and doing groceries with this thing. Uh, Over here you have your 4G LTE antenna. Gives you decent up and down speeds. Uh, Not as good as 5G, of course, but you know, you can still do your basic browsing, uh, gaming, and downloading. As you can see here, there's a buddy going by. Same vehicle. Uh, he's also happy to own it. He's really happy. He's driving off now. Mine is green. His is not. Uh, uh, I can talk more about vehicles. This is a really nice vehicle. It's I've put eyes here to give it a happy emotion, because this vehicle is happy. It has eyes and nostrils. Uh, yeah, you shoot snot out of those nostrils. You can also guide them to the mouth of your not so good friends. This is a really fun vehicle. Once you get it, uh, to be honest, it's amazing. I like it a lot. Uh, this thing, this is a beast. Uh, Not only does it have a lot of charities coming out from here, but it also has a frying pan that you can demount and put your noodles in there with your sweet and spicy sour chicken. And I don't know what this thing is. It just spins, but I don't know. Maybe if you leave in the comments what this thing is. I don't know. It looks like to me it looks like a tea that spins. Yeah, there's a door here. I don't know for what reasons. This is a beast. This is the beast. Uh, this thing. Oh, this is this is the youngest in its generation in this game. This is yeah this is not a stock vehicle. This is a fully packed Savage flying machine. In the right hands, this thing can turn the tide of the situation. Uh, Depends if you're the one defending. Uh, uh, at, this is where the warm air comes out. Um, that's where the cold air goes in. to cool the people in here because they need to be cool to fly this thing. Yeah, they're cool. Uh, United States of what is this? Army? Yes. Okay, cool. Is that a Polish flag? Is this supposed to be like the American chopper? I don't know. Forget it. So, why is this helicopter so good? Uh, it has these round things, and inside are they're called mouses, but they don't have funny ears and funky tails. What they have is they have a round tip, and at the back they have a stumpy tip. At the stumpy tip, when you press the button, the red button, it starts to barf out flames, and they go really fast. And when they hit something, they do bad things. Uh, yeah, these things are crazy. In the right hands, you dominate people. This thing is very interesting. There's two types of this uh, turning things. You have the single. Well, in this case, you have the dual barrel thing. That's you shoot kind of the same things you shoot from this thing, but it's not as beasty. You shoot a lot of you shoot a lot of fire out of here, a lot of firepower for this thing. But this where is it? This is like this is like this is like a tiny bang from here. Useful most of some of the times, but most of the times you need skill, and when you die, it's a purely skill issue. When you don't know how to use this thing, there's also a warning label here, so you know not to stand here when this thing is firing, and you can't stand here because it's in the air. So yeah, there's also a light here, and yeah, I don't know what this is. Maybe it's oh, it might be the hook. So when it lands on an aircraft carrier at really high speed, it grabs the spring, the spaghetti, and slows down when it comes in at Mach 2. Uh, yeah, this is an amazing vehicle. I also play this faction. This is if this is the US of A. This is uh, Germany. Germany. This is this is a beast. This is it's not as broken as it used to be. Well, it's not broken. It's just it's a way of saying broken. You have your eyes here. You see out of these. This is your big pistol. It it's a bigger pistol than the one I showed you before. It's you know it fires big bullets and it's fire rate is slow compared to the previous one. So what is this thing? It's a car, but it has 8 wheels. So an ordinary car has 4 wheels, but this has 8. So it's basically two cars in one, with another car on top of it. This is big. This is massive. You can fit your apartment in this thing. That it also turns around, so you don't have to turn the whole vehicle. This is purely for turning around the pistol. You have your X-ray. You can. Oh yeah, yes. This is a future feature in this game. This is so basically you turn into Superman and you can see through things. Uh, you can see you have a driver here. He's happy. He's behind two lasagna plates. They get really soft when it's warm inside the tank. Uh, then you have a massive turret. I mean, like this is enough room for a college kid to do their studies and gaming. So here's the inside of the pistol. That's where you put the bullet, and you have to be careful when you load the bullet because it can take off your hand. Inexperienced people tend to get their arm eaten, and this is sad. This makes me sad. I don't want this to happen to any of you people. This is uh this is a crazy vehicle. It goes fast. It's like a formula car machine in this game. Not the fastest, but fast enough to get behind your not so good friends and you know help them scratch their back. Oh, this thing is a beast. That's a beast. So as well as the previous one, like this, it also fires a good amount of single shot charities out of this. Uh, and like the one before, the uh, the the type of bullets you use, they explode near your friends, so you don't have to hit them. You can not hit them and uh, you know hurt them as not as much. This amazing vehicle. Imagine hitting something but not hitting them, but still hitting them. Cool, amazing. There's also this thingamabob that shoots the thing that's pointy at this end and stumpy on the other end. Uh, I don't really know how this thing works. It's supposed to have like supposed to like have explosions coming out here or something, and it's yeah, you can guide them. It has like a if you're old enough, you used to have an RC car that had a wire coming out of the back of it and going into your controller. It's the same thing, but the wire is very long, so you can drive this thing a whole block or more, a couple of city blocks, maybe a half this of the city. That thing goes far before it runs out of this remote control wire. Amazing, amazing vehicle. Ignore this. This is not my making. It's clearly 80. It means 8 and 0. That's how they mark their vehicles, the Germain. Uh, yeah, to be honest, sometimes they're not cool people. They have their problems in this game, but we all have our problems in this game. So the next thing is, oh, this is the most broken faction, the user, and what they have is, oh, look at this. This is just laughable. So you have the flying machine, this thing spin, of course. So it's like a plane, but its wings are spinning, so it can go up. Uh, you have a. It's not like a Broco mount, but it's okay. It's a really good. It has a high definition video, and it helps you to track with with the right software. You can do tracking. I don't know if you can add chroma key on this, but maybe if you use DaVinci, you can. Anyway, you have those like on the previous flying machine. You have those pointy things with the stumpy ends, of course. And oh, these are even worse. Like these hit hard. And what makes these more effective is that the helicopter has an aimbot for these things. So you toggle it. You should get a back ban for doing it, but it doesn't happen. Doesn't happen in this game. But these are uh, best thing of. It's a sewer pipe full of shit that's closed on both ends. So in the tip you have a solid poo, and at the back you have like liquid poo. And this is just pure garbage. Uh, when I'm hitting things with this, people just disappear, and I don't know if it's me or the people. I guess it's. I think they're so bad that people just quit the game. I don't want to play because it's just so crap. Really. There's also a pistol here. It shoots bullets. Uh, Also, can be tracked with this Proco mount. And yeah. Oh, and did you remember me saying that you have to keep your vehicle cool? So in this vehicle, you don't have to keep it cool because you have your cool air coming in. It gets warm because there's a sweating guy here. He's really sweaty. He's got sweat. He's got it pooling here. He's got a pool of sweat here. But this thing has an ice box. So you put ice here before you go out, and the ice box helps to keep the guy cool. So yeah, that's the major thing. Some of these flying machines have is like an ice box here to keep things cool. It's amazing. Mm, you have a beehive here. Uh, it shoots out bees. Some of them glow and some of them are like sparkly. This thing is yeah, it's broken. I mean, these are just shit. Uh, the wheels don't even have treads on them, so no off-road performance. Absolutely shit. This thing, oh yeah, this is a niche machine. So this thing, this is very interesting. So what this is a massive magnet. It works like a magnet, so it's sending out a magnet ray. This guy has nails in his bones. Let's say he has nails in his bones because when he was small, he tripped and fell on a plank that had exposed nails, and now he has like nails in his feet. And this ray of magnet can see the nails. So yeah, this is I mean this is just aimbot. This is basically an aimbot. Uh, this thing shouldn't exist, but this the developers of this game said that this machine with this uh, magnet thing existed, but I don't believe it. This is just too advanced for 21st century. Uh, here's a here's an okay camera. I guess it goes up to 1K. It's okay. Not as good as the one on this thing. This is I mean this is just beast. I mean you have a Broco mount here, here, and here, and they both are at the same. You have the same bitrate in the video and the same resolution, which is high, really high. I believe it's like 4K or something. So back to this vehicle. Yeah, this broken thing. This thing is yeah, it's a sewer pipe. But this thing is a sewer pipe with a solid poo in the front, but with some corn in it. Yeah, that makes it special because it has some corn in it. What does the corn do? Well, if you have poo, right, and it impacts the side of your paper, the poo loses its penetration, so you have corn that helps it penetrate better. And this thing penetrates a lot. Uh, Not like the most penetration in this program, but enough to do your job. You have this carousel here with more sewer pipes, and oh yeah, this thing goes down. The magnet hides itself here, so you can put this in. And you know when salt water from the climate change gets on this, it gets rusty. So you have when it's raining, you have to hide this thing. It's get really bad. Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention what these are. Basically, these are pubic hair. So the more you have them on your machine, the more mature you are. Yeah, that's true. That's a fact. Yeah, that's just amazing. This thing, I'd say 1 out of 9. Yeah, it's an okay vehicle. It can be better, but yeah, let's leave it at that. Okay. This thing. Ugh. So this thing is it also has belts. I mean, most of them have belts. Some of them are made out of two cars, but this one has belts. And yeah, and it has a good pistol. It's it fires fast. It doesn't fire noodles. It fires hot dogs. Noodles penetrate more, but this thing fires hot dogs. These things here are like the ones on sorry, the ones on this. My bad. The ones on this, but they are shorter, but they have the same amount of solidity on the poo and the same amount of corn in this. You actually have two types. You have the one with the corn and really solidified poop. You also have the one that is like the one on this. Oh shit! Spoiler! Oh my god! Sorry. We're gonna get there. You have basically it's a poo with corn, right? I said that. And when it goes near a flying machine, let's say where's a flying machine? There's no flying machine here. There was a flying machine somewhere here. Anyway, it has a corn here with poop, and it the when it gets close, the corn has magnets in it. So when it has senses a metallic object like a flying machine, which is made out of metal, by the way, uh, the corn comes out of the like you know moves through the poop and goes towards the metal, uh, which is primarily used for making flying machines. Uh, yes, this thing is broken. I give it like a 2 out of 9. Uh, Also, you have a nice Proco mount here, but it should be the same quality here. But there's like a software bug that doesn't allow you to get the predator vision on this one, which makes it kind of bad. Uh, I'm really sad because before it used to have predator vision here on this camera, but people got mad because uh, I don't know why even. I mean, this thing is broken and it should be more broken. So yeah, there's a log back here. It's used for making fire when you're cold in the winter forest of Siberia because you've been sent there. Uh, yeah, crazy vehicle, crazy. Oh, this thing fires bullets that travel like not far and they explode. So this is like used to. It's like a popcorn machine, fires popcorn basically. It's useless most of the time, but you can destroy the belt with the popcorn machine. It's there's a vehicle. I mean, this is microwave popcorn, and then there's a vehicle that shoots popcorn that's made on like a frying pan or in a pan. This is like better popcorn. This is like cinema grade popcorn. It's a better popcorn machine thing. Yeah, but I'm not going, you know, off my topic. How they make popcorn. It's boring. Yeah. So where did I leave myself? Yeah, we covered this thing. I mean, this thing is it's balanced where it is. This thing is oh this. So you have a wok pan here. Uh, Basically, you get this warm and put your meat here. So it you wait when it gets hot and sizzly. Uh, might have to turn it around because it's it's gonna get like charcoal on the one side. You don't want charcoal on one side and pink meat on the other side. It's bad. Um, so over here you have your it's it's kind of like the magnet that locks onto the flying machine, but it's not because it this thing works together with the predator vision, and this my people is dirty because when you have a magnet ray going out of this pan. If you're hitting a flying machine and it has also a magnet, it then knows that there's a magnet being pointed at it. So what do when you want to hide your magnet signature? You use your thermal vision to lock onto things, and that makes this thing dirty. This is dirty. This has this has a sewage pipe with uh, soft poo at the front, but like a lot of corn. There's like tons of corn here that's been undigested in your bowels. Crazy. Yeah, look how long this is. Uh, a lot of poo in here. Just disgusting. Uh, yeah. Oh, and these things. Oh, don't get me started on these things. Uh, this is used to let the crew to urinate because inside there are complicated mechanisms and the crew all these computers and stuff like that, they have lead in them and the crew gets lead poisoning. So over time they have lead pellets like forming in their urine. So they take their hose and connect it to these things, those pipes here. There's four of them. I thought there were only two, but there's four actually. Four pipes. So you gotta have a lot of lead poisoning to fill these up. And what this does is it extracts the lead from their blood and makes the lead come out. So you can shoot lead. Some of it is armor piercing, some of it is high explosive. Uh, high explosive lead is when you go near a nuclear reactor. That's when you get that. Uh, Maybe that's uranium. I don't know. Yeah, this thing is dirty. This thing was so bad when it came out that when you shot someone, a server died. Uh, didn't die. The server didn't die, but it was close to its death. It was at its deathbed because there was so much PP lead coming out of this. Crazy, crazy. Uh, yeah, this thing is. This is the proudest thing I own from the user. Amazing. This thing is, yeah, I give it 11 out of 10. Amazing vehicle. Are there any more broken vehicles in this lineup? Uh, I guess no. I mean, this is basically like this, but it's as a single shot sewer pipe with poo. But it has that magnetic corn shell, not shell, but sewer pipe with magnetic corn. Yeah, that's nasty. Uh, this thing, oh, this thing is so basically people got together when they made this thing, and they took the this machine. It has belts, yeah, but it also has armor. It's just really thick paper that has a metal texture. So what they did was they went to a priest and told the priest that when a spaghetti enters the side armor, the spaghetti does not break because the side armor is so good and it's enhanced with the power of God that it strengthens the spaghetti, and the spaghetti goes straight through this machine without breaking up and making a whole lot of baloney here. Yeah, this thing, I don't know. Obviously, uh, there was a lot of praying in mind and being done when this thing was made up. This is dirty. I mean, like all the other vehicles shoot with the spaghetti, it just breaks inside, and you have sorry, you don't have bologna, but you have spaghetti and meatballs because the crewmates get hit by the broken spaghetti and they turn into meatballs. But this with this doesn't happen because the spaghetti just doesn't break. Amazing. Over here you have ventilation. It's where you get your cool air. cools the people inside, so you don't have to put holes in them. So if you know if you have a friend who owns this thing, uh, you don't have to. So you have if you have a friend who owns this machine with belts, you don't have to shoot them to cool them down. They have this thing here. It has uh, it has a cooling properties. Also has don't shoot here because it has chemicals that help cool it. And with this, when those chemicals spill in the nature, it's going to kill a lot of birds and dogs and other cute animals that we care about. So yeah, don't shoot here. Shoot here and here uh, for the best effect of not making holes in this thing. You can shoot. You don't have to shoot here, but you can. But you'll make a hole, but it's not effective. Uh, yeah, this thing is. I'll give it. I'll give it a solid. I'll give it a solid A out of 10. Yeah, it's good. Uh, man, what else can we go through here? That makes this game what it is. Oh, I know. Let's go to the Tremaine and go to aviation. And yes, look at that. This. Oh yes, look at this. This is not anymore. It's not the best anymore in its field. But this thing, oh, it's broken. It used to be broken. It's not broken anymore. Uh, when it first came out, uh, people thought, and people who thought, most of them were like, uh, you shot my machine with belts that uses belts to travel on the ground, and you put holes in it, so now it got ice cold. So you cooled me down so much that I am the coolest person now. So I'm gonna take this cooling machine, and I'm gonna put like majors. These are not like sewer pipes. These are uh, uh, basically it's a thing made out of onion rings with a pointy tip and a stumpy end, and you don't have you have poop in them, but it's laced with uranium. So when it hits something, it makes a makes a big stain. And I'm sorry. Uh, my mom told me that tendies are ready, so chicken tendies. And so what people did with this is that they had holes made there in their ground machine, and they got angry because they were freezing, and got into this and went up in there, and they were mad angry. They wanted a revenge on the person that helped them cool down. So they took those poops laced with uranium, put them here and here, and went out for a revenge flight. And they will pick their target, who was the person who killed them, mostly. Not all the time, but yeah, they tried hard. And most of the time, sadly, they got him. Uh, yeah, they uh, they made a really big hole with a stain in that person who killed them, and that was bad for a time. Yeah, this thing ruined friendships. It ruined my life. Uh, it gave me a Stockholm syndrome, which doesn't allow me to leave this game. I have 200. I have 2,000 hours put into this game, and partly uh, I wanted to stop playing this game a long time ago, but I couldn't because this thing gave me a Stockholm syndrome. I had to come back to this game because I don't have this and I don't want it. But I, f- I fell in love with I fell in love with it, with this toxic relationship this thing had. Really toxic relationship. Um, so toxic that the HEV suit even couldn't block that out. Uh, yeah, crazy. This is bad, but it gets even worse. Uh, you can, yeah. This is look at these things. Look at this. Uh, I mean, what is this thing? Is that like a is it a bird? Because it flaps its wings when it flies. It flaps its wings like back and forth. Uh, has a gaping anus, but it doesn't need it because it has wings to flap. Also, it has a very pointy nose. Here's your antenna for FM radio, and this thing is broken as well. It goes fast. Look at this speed. I could get from my home to my workplace in maybe like less than 1 second. I live close to my workplace, by the way. Uh, this thing is uh, like all the other flying machines at the same tier. They're broken, and they shouldn't be in this game. They shouldn't go against the ground machines with belts and cars made up of two cars and cars that are just cars because they dominate them. Like they dominate, and this is bad. I don't like it. If I was the headmaster of this thunderstorm, I would ban these things because they uh, they have an impact on people's lives. Uh, your friend comes home from work. He probably has a child to feed. He has a wife that's angry because he didn't rake the leaves or didn't like shovel the snow, and the child is angry because he or she is hungry, and your friend didn't bring Cheerios for the child, so now your child is starving, and you want to escape from reality. You go into your ground machine with belts. The belts help the ground machine to move on the ground, and you get into a fight with this thing, and it just poops on you. Just poops on you. Look at this, look at those. Just poops on you. With these things, this is like it's like a magnet, and these follow the magnet ray. It's crazy. They ruin your game. I mean, this is not even the worst. If you want the worst, take this. Go to the say and pick this. Like, oh, this is bad, but this is even worse. And this thing fires noodles. Look how much the noodle penetrates. You have no you have you don't have that much like spaghetti uh, flaps on top of you to protect you from this noodle. Crazy. This is yeah. Everything from here. These are fine mostly, but everything from here. Let's say here. I'm gonna be optimistic. Should be thrown into the trash can, or they should make it so that they space them out. You know, make these things go even higher. So if I come in like this thing, I don't have to get a shit pipe in my face. Yeah, this this program or game or what it is, it's yeah. I feel like I've been assaulted by this menace. It has taken my money, which I have given myself freely. It just plays game on your mind and gives you a Stockholm syndrome with certain vehicles, so you have to come back to this toxic relationship of this program. And yeah, I am sad. So I am, but right now I feel good because I have gotten this off my heart. and it makes me feel makes me feel better that you know that I have a Stockholm syndrome with this game, and 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 there is a cure to fix this, uh, and it is and the cure is to hold yourself back and not to press this. Uh, you don't have to. So t- makes a big stain, and uh,